Hi, I'm May Habib, co-founder and CEO of Writer AI. We are an enterprise platform for AI-powered work. My co-founder Wasim and I started Writer when we realized that transformers were going to change everything. 5 years ago, transformers couldn't do what they could do today. They were pretty good at editing stuff, writing stuff, but what has happened in the last few years is the natural language of English is now our programming language, and we have really followed where these models have taken us from a product perspective. We have been a full stack platform from day one. That means from the large language model layer to the application layer, we have been a composable platform for the enterprise. But what the LLMs can do changes so quickly that literally every layer of that stack needs to be rebuilt in near real time to accommodate. We are the fastest time to value for the enterprise in building on LLMs and building AI first and AI native work, which means that whole stack has to be the most innovative. And so speed, really, and the necessity for speed and the urgency of the rebuild is, I think, what has become our superpower as a company. I would say what's on my mind now for this next era is really enterprise memory. If you take a step back, we're all doing right now is taking everything the organization knows and everything that's in people's heads about how we do things, and we're encoding that into AI. Well, our agents are also creating intelligence, are also creating insight, and how you capture that so that you go to the next level as a autonomous enterprise is very exciting. And so, that's a big part of where I spend my time now, is just really helping the team from a research roadmap perspective narrow in on the next level of tasks that we need these LLMs to get good at. What isn't being talked about enough is how humans are also the barrier to scale. I mean, we've got tons of things into production that could be a lot more powerful if the agentic system was actually given room to do a process end to end, right? And so, you've got a legacy legal process or a legacy compliance process that's built around this tool or the other tool. Well, you could replace that with an agent and then actually scale this process even further. But there is a lot of hesitance to just the deep rewiring as it pertains to the decalcification or getting rid of legacy systems, frankly, or legacy processes. The biggest opportunity for AI to create in societies is to make execution abundant. And what we are already seeing is the time to execution from ideation to out in the market really collapsing because of AI. For the whole broad swath of human history when it comes to enterprise, we have built organizations to overcome the high cost of getting things done with humans. And that execution capacity can now be made abundant, and that's hugely powerful for society. Think about all of the companies' missions and NGOs' missions and health systems missions that can all be now achieved much faster and with less resources. AI is definitely having an impact on the type of talent that we choose to bring on into the company. I'm calling them generalist specialists. I mean, people who really can flex and be full stack humans, full stack colleagues. There is definitely a democratization of so much of what we do because of our own tooling. I think there is a opportunity now to construct an enterprise that is radically simple in its approach to doing business. And I think the organizations that are able to retool and really rebuild, rewire, are going to attract the best employees, be able to build and ship the best product experiences, best customer experiences, and ultimately win their category. And I do think the vast majority of enterprises we interact with, just don't have the top-down mandate, nor are empowering their people with the methodology required to do the deep thinking around the rewiring. I mean, the vast majority of what people are doing is giving people chatbots, which is great, but there's a lot more that is possible, and simply connecting all your data to ChatGPT is not how transformation is made. And those customers who understand that are turning to us for that rewiring.